Had two little bleeps and then it went off, so yeah.
Let's get her away.
This is my unhooking mat. It doesn't even fit.
Off she goes.
That just gave me the fight of my life. Carp number 3. So there we go. Well done, mate. Good skills.
Not blanking now for definite.
And then Jay next to him has been playing a catfish for ages.
Mate, look at the size of it.
South Coast Angler, St John's, Barker Baits. Come on!
Get that bucket ready, boy!
Whoop, whoop. Yeah! 2023. Come on! Welcome back to another video. I can't quite believe I'm saying this and what I'm about to go and do. The car is packed to the rafters. I've got 2 nights away with the Parker Baits boys, and I've been given this fantastic opportunity. I'm so privileged and lucky to be able to say that I'm actually going to the Linear Complex to fish St John's, and I'm absolutely buzzing. The target is a PB, £20, 14 ounce to beat. I mean, if I do hook up there, I'd like to think that the chances are it's going to be a PB. Let's stop the talking, let's get down to Linear and let's get fishing. Come on the PB, come on the carp, and come on the Parker Baits. Wow, I've turned up just at the right time. I'm with Ben, Garrett and Rob now. And Rob's left hand rod has just gone off. He's loving it, the boy.
They all right on the surface though.
Well, this was a 10-foot zig.
Yeah.
And this was on a zig, was it?
Yeah, 10-foot, mate.
10-foot zig.
Black foam, red aligner. And I've only had this at about 10 minutes, to be fair.
It's only been out for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of fish show closer in. I was fishing over the top of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I sat in Ben's maybe for about 2 minutes after putting the rod out.
What's the end of your rod?
And it's gone out.
Happy days, mate. Well, we'll let you get it in. I'll let Rob play this one and I'll get some footage of it once it's in. Well, here it is. Rob's got it in the net and it is a carp. Rob, talk us through it, mate.
So, got the rod back out this morning after having the rods out a bit more of a distance. I was fishing 26 last night, 26 wraps, and I see a few showing in close in. So I brought the rod in, wrapped up to about 17 wraps, 17 and a half, and put a 10-foot zig on it, and within 10 minutes, I mean, just sat in Ben's bivvy, put the kettle on and had 2 little bleeps and then it went off, so yeah.
Excellent, mate. Now how big is she
about
going?
18, 19 pound, it's nothing too big, but more than happy than this with over a cat any day.
Excellent. Just zoom in
No
on
more
that.
cats.
No more cats. No, hopefully
Yeah.
we can catch one twice the size. But yeah, I've literally just turned up and Rob's done the do already, so I can't wait to get my rods out. But well done, mate. Happy
Your
days.
turn next.
My turn next. Let's hope so, mate.
Go on.
Well, here we go then. I'm at St John's. That peg is free. T's jumping in that one. Like I say, T's coming down today as well. But I'm going to head round now. I'm going to be fishing next to Ian, Jordan, Jay and Jay's mate. So I'm going to go round and see those guys now. But I cannot wait to get rods out. Like I say, I've timed this perfectly. Yesterday I had so much rain and I avoided all that. The sun's out now. I've turned up and Rob's already had one, so positive signs. And also there's a lot of fish. They've got the fish in this area here. There's a lot of fish moving. Literally I was just stood there for about half an hour with them. And yeah, fish showing out everywhere. So let's get the rods in. Let's see if we can bag one. Come on. Oh, I'm so hot. I've literally just got set up, got sorted. I've just got my rods out. I haven't even had a chance to get my spom out. And I'll get Aaron. Yeah. I'm in, bruv. It's old Jay over here. Oh, bruv. All right, bruv.
Here he is. That left-hand rod, I've literally just touched out and adjusted the zig.
Here he is. Hello, Jay.
Hello, mate. But yeah, just chucked out and adjusted the zig. My middle rod just started staring off, mate.
Happy days. Right, let me flip the camera round and we'll get some footage of Jay playing this fish. Is it a cat or a carp?
It ain't fighting like a cat, so I'm hoping.
Ooh, could be a carp. Here we go then. So, middle rod's gone off. Adjustable zig?
No, that's just a normal one.
That's the normal.
Yeah, like I said, just chucked the adjustable out. 10 seconds later, the middle one went.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So is it, this one's on a set zig, is it? A set
Yeah, I think
depth?
it's... Might be 7.5 foot.
7.5 foot zig. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, see a fish just move there.
That's where it comes from.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's probably about 18 wraps out as well, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't even told these guys yet where I'm fishing. I haven't even shown my swim or nothing. I haven't had a chance to. I've literally unpacked my stuff all in my swim, met everyone, and now we're here dealing with Jay's new PB.
Do you reckon?
Don't know, mate. There's a good chance. They're in here, aren't they?
Need to be a 28 common or a 34 mirror.
There's every chance, mate.
First carp for me. 17.5 pound. Lovely golden common. Look at that. We'll get her up quickly. Gonna get some footage of her in the water. But yeah, lovely fish. Caught on a zig. Bosh! I told you I'll let you have a little look at her in the water. She's got a little weird eye here. But yeah, what a common, mate. Absolutely buzzing with that. 17.5 pound. Absolutely chuffed.
Right, well now, as it's all sort of settled down, I can talk you through my swim, my spot and what I'm doing. So, I'm still setting up, but they call this the beach for obvious reasons. But yeah, this is the roadside bank. So I'm fishing in peg number 3. You've got Ian Rome in peg 1, Jordan's in peg 2, I'm in peg 3, Jay's next to me in peg 4, and then beyond that you've got his mate Andy. But yeah, we've got both rods on the dance floor, and I have had a few people say to me, oh, how come you haven't got 3 rods out? I've only started carp fishing. I know I say this every time, guys, but I've only been carp fishing for a year now, so I'm still learning things. I'm still trying to get focused on just getting 2 rods sorted. The amount of times I've seen people have 3 rods out and they'll hook a fish in the middle rod and it'll wipe out their left rod or wipe out their right rod, and I just think, oh, it's not worth the hassle. But I mean, if it's a difference between catching a 40-pound carp or a 30-pound carp and blanking, it is something that I might look into. But at the moment, I've got my 2 rods set up. I'm happy with that. Right one's on a solid bag, because Jordan to my right, he's had 5 carp this morning before I arrived, and they were all caught on solid bags with no bait over the top apparently. So anyway, when I turned up, Rob had that one. He had it on a zig, so I've sent the left one out on a zig. Jay's had a couple of catfish on the zigs, and he's just had a carp. That carp he's just had, actually, that was on a zig as well. How big was it, Jay?
17.5.
17.5. So that was his first carp, so I'm happy for him. He's got one. Ian, has Ian caught one yet? Do you know if he? Don't think he has. No, I don't think he had a cat. Okay, so I don't think he's had a carp yet. So over the far side, you've got a spare swim, which I think T's going to rock up into over there, and then Rob's in this one, and I think Ben and Garrett are around the corner, and then Rob's dad's over there as well. So it's a bit of a Parker bait social. All we need now, I've got Billy. Billy's there. So I'm hoping that I get a blank saver. But yeah, anytime one of these rods goes off, there's a great chance it's going to be a PB. Because a stamp of fish in St John's is pretty big.
Aaron, surprise, haven't we?
Here he is.
Got you some, I know you said that they're your favourite.
Oh, mate.
Choco La Business.
Jay said he got me a present. So I thought I'd get the camera out and show you guys. Cheers, mate. Yeah, these are my favourite, actually. Quality biscuits. Guys, if you've never tried these biscuits, perfect chocolate to biscuit ratio, mate. Great for dunking. Don't fall apart. And did you say you've tried them before? Or?
I think I had them at Orchid on the way home.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll break them open now.
I'm going to have a try.
Because the diet starts Monday. Cheers, mate.
Come on, look up.
Well, what a view I've got here. Look at that. There's definitely worse places I can be. Yes, it's a little bit noisy with the road, but that is stunning, mate. You can't grumble at that, can you? Can't complain. Anyway, nothing has happened yet on the rods, but on the zig, I've got a small trimmed down pink OG fruit and nut at 8 foot. Now, Jay had his on a bit of black foam, so I've just tied up another zig with a bit of black foam. We've got a size 8 mixer hook there, and that is £10 zig flow, which is almost invisible. So I'm going to send that out because Rob had his on black foam as well. So maybe the black foam. I've also got, this is at 7.5 foot. So I'm going from 8 foot to 7.5 foot. Now I know that's only half a foot, guys. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. But how often do we see people make little changes and it has big results? So we're going to get this black foam out and see if we can catch one on this style zig. I've got a really important update, and it's not about the fish. It's about Jay's knowledge of... In fact, it's not even about Jay's knowledge. It's about how old I am. A bit of reality has just hit me. We were talking about Corda have filmed at St John's on this lake. They did like an underwater video. And obviously they were trying to catch a certain fish, and they were filming. You could see the big scaly come in. You could see the little scaly come in and all that. It was brilliant. But we were talking about that, and I was like, oh yeah, I think it was up on Henman's Hill, which is up round the corner from where Ben and T and all that are fishing up there, and Rob and all that. Was that a drop back? No, it wasn't. Anyway, sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And I was like, David Seaman was up here the other week, wasn't it? And he was like, who's that? I was like, David Seaman? Like, David Seaman? And he was like, who's David Seaman? And I was like, you being serious? I was like, do you watch football? Do you like football? Yeah, I'm a Man United fan. I was like, yeah, David Seaman. No idea. I was like, what the hell? So I had to get my phone out and show him the Ronaldinho goal. I'm sorry, but that is what everyone knows David Seaman for nowadays. But he had no idea who David Seaman was. And I was like, mate, I am old. Alright, it's time to get some food down my neck. Nothing's happening on the fishing front. So, Jay's bought me what is this, Jay?
Cheese wrap.
Cheese wrap. There's no bacon in it or nothing like that. It's just cheese, apparently. So let's give it a go. Apparently, it's a Jay special.
Jay and Andy special.
Jay and Andy special.
Oh.
I mean... Oh. Do you know what? Where I've been ill, I haven't been able to taste anything. I can actually taste that.
Taste it.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It is nice, to be fair. The most simple, easy, but tasty thing. I'll rate it, mate. 8 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, Jay's just had a cat. Low 20. It's a bit bigger than the ones we were catching yesterday.
Not so big.
There she is, look at that. I'll put my hand there so you can see the comparison. There you go, mate.
I will hold her up.
There we go. Jay's got his 3rd catfish ever.
Come on.
Does it feel heavier than the other one, mate? Or
I'd say about 22, 23 pound, mate.
yeah, we haven't weighed it yet, but I'd say probably low 20s, yeah. There you go, zig again, mate, black zig.
Yeah, black zig, 7.5 foot, same rod, same everything. Bosh!
There you go. Well, the carp have been showing right out in front of us, like mental. They've been going mad. And all the time I was helping Jay with that cat, I was just seeing them go and go and go. And I was like, what I'm going to do is when I get back into my peg, I'm going to sit here and wait. And as soon as I see one move, I'm going to chuck straight out to it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm watching the water and I'm waiting for one to move. This is crazy. There is carp, like literally boshing right out, like no further than 10 wraps. But all along here, about 10, yeah, like I say, no further than 10 wraps, but probably about between 8 and 10 wraps. And they're just boshing out here. I think what they're doing is they're eating, there's a lot of like little black bugs, little black flies. And they keep landing on the water. And I think the carp are coming out and eating them. So I've got my zig and I've put it around 10 wraps, just out in the middle somewhere. So I'm hoping that one goes on the left rod. I've just redone the right rod on the solid bag. And whilst I'm waiting for the rod to go, and my new PB to grace my net, I'm going to grace a 5-hit beef burger. Or 2. Here we go then, we got the sausages on the go there. A bit of cheese on that one. And look at these, mate, cheeseburgers. Look at them. Woo-hoo-hoo. 2 of them, get in my belly. Here we go then, boys. We had to wait a while for it, but we have got first fish in the net. Not the best filming. Let me deal with the fish and I'll get back to you on it. Let's go, come on.
Go on, Aaron.
Here she is, mate. 28.8.
Let's go a little.
New PB.
We'll have a little closer look once the photos are ready. Mate, look at this. It's all going on here. Here we are.
There she is. 28.8. Thank you very much.
Go on, son. Mate, look at the size of it.
She's gone. Yes, boy. Let's get it. South Coast Angler. St John's.
Yeah!
Barker Baits. Come on.
Get that bucket ready, boy!
Whoop, whoop.
Get in there.
I'll give you give me a countdown and go on 2, right? Yeah, I know how it works. All right then, PB. Here's what it is. St John's, Barker Bait Social, 2023. Come on! Well, I'm absolutely drenched and there's only one reason for that. I got a new PB, come on! That's what I called it on. It is a bit of yellow and black foam on a size 8 hook. £10 line on my rig. It's called a zig. It basically, the carp feed on it thinking it's bugs, like little bugs. But yeah, there you go. 10.5 foot in the water. First fish I've ever caught on a zig. New PB. Right, well I'm just off on my way round to see Ben because I've been a bit cheeky really. Sorry, you can't really see me. I've been a bit cheeky really. What happened was, I just, after all that excitement, I thought I got to celebrate catching a PB, and because I've been ill, I didn't bring any beers with me. I usually bring a couple of ciders with me when I go fishing. Not mental, I'll have a couple. But where I've been ill, I didn't bring any ciders with me. So I said to Ben, I just messaged him, I said, I'm really sorry, mate. I hate to ask, because I wouldn't usually ask, but basically, I need a beer. So he said, Gareth's hooked me up, so I'm going to head round there now and have a beer with Ben and Gareth and Rob and T. Oh, I'm buzzing. Wow, what a crazy moment. I'm going to talk quite quietly because it's very late now and people are trying to sleep, but wow, I've just had a chance to sort of go through the footage of the fish and just realise how big it was. It's crazy because the guys that I'm fishing with here today, they pull out 30s for fun. So for them, it's you know, it's a decent fish and they're all very happy for me. Big shout out to James, Jordan and Andy for helping with the photos and weighing the fish, and everyone was so happy for me. Our group chat was going mental. Everyone was saying, well done, congratulations, I deserve it and stuff like that. I'm not used to catching fish like that. That for me is, what a moment, honestly. Like, it seems surreal. And I know that obviously when I came to sort of fish on this venue, I knew that the chances of me hooking up and catching a PB were very high. But to go and catch one on the first day, on the first fish I've ever caught on a zig, is nuts. Now, this is crazy because I was fishing an 8-foot zig all day, and I was going to switch over to, I made another little zig rig with this black foam and a black little, like one of the Nash screw things that you put the foam on. And I made it up in my bivvy, and I dropped the screw and the foam, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I was searching through my bivvy. I spent ages trying to find it. I was gutted I couldn't find it. And whilst I was looking for it, I found somebody that had been here before me has left. They dropped a black and yellow foam. I'll put it on screen now so you can see it. But basically, yeah, this one was dropped. It was my little Nash screw, but I used that bit of foam. I had it with the black end down, my thought being that if the fish is coming from underneath it, it will just see that bit of black, because black seems to be what's working here, because I'm guessing the bugs that fall in the water or the bugs that they feed on are dark in colour. So I put that on and I changed from 8 foot deep to 10.5 foot. So it's higher in the water, because how zigs work for anybody that doesn't fish zigs. The lead is on the bottom, and then if you're fishing a 1 foot zig, you're 1 foot off the bottom. If you fish a 2 foot zig, you're 2 foot, 3 foot, so on and so forth. So because the fish were all out showing in front of us, it was so frustrating because we could see the fish were there, we knew they were there, but we just couldn't catch them. And I was getting really frustrated personally. I was looking at them and I was thinking, I've got such a good opportunity here. The fish are there, they're right in front of me, they're showing themselves. How do I catch them? So I've just gone from going from an 8-foot zig to a 10.5-foot zig because I knew they were high in the water. I made that change, and yeah, that went out. And within about, it was less than 2 hours, about an hour and a half later, bang, off it goes. And my first ever carp, or my first ever fish on a zig. Mate, absolutely brilliant. I'm absolutely made up. I'm over the moon. And yeah, my trip is made already. And I've still got another, well, I've got tonight, tomorrow day, another night, and Sunday. Wow. And of course the boys soaked me. I said to them, can I get a bucket at the end of the trip? They said, no, you got to have your bucket now in case you break your PB again. If I go and catch a 30 now, I'll get another bucket. But yeah, it's late at night. I'm going to go to bed. I've got a jumper and some trousers on, literally. I've got and a hat. I don't have a t-shirt. I don't have any underwear. You don't need to know that. But yeah, I've got basically just a jumper and some trousers and a hat on. So I'm hoping it's not too cold tonight. It's all right at the minute. But yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep. And I'll see you. If I don't catch any fish, I'll see you in the morning. If I do catch a fish, here it is. Right guys, left hand rod is in. Oh my God, I've just had the fight of my life. I've got a Nosser cat in the net. What time did I hook it, Jay?
3 o'clock, mate.
What time is it now, Jay?
It's about 3:30.
It's taken me half an hour to get this lump in, and look at the head on it, it's a unit. Luckily it didn't go too far left or right, it just pretty much ran straight out towards Ben opposite me. Half an hour, the fight of my life. Let's get him weighed up. Oh my God. Just to get a gauge of how big this cat is, this is my unhooking mat. It doesn't even fit. Look at that. What a unit. Jay, that's bigger than 35, mate. Look at it.
You reckon?
Well, there we go then. Parker Bait Social, St John's, 2023. 43.5 pound cat. Let's get her back.
Bosh.
Oh, mate.
Off she goes.
That just gave me the fight of my life. And I said I didn't want a cat, but when it's like that, what a fight, what a fish. I'm knackered.
Bosh.
Come on. Wow, look at the state of my swim. I've got a tripod, sling, landing net handle, rods on the floor over there. Got towel, phone case. Oh my God, I need to sort this out. There's 100, last week there was a cat in it that got caught at 106 pound. I just played a 43.5, mate, and I tell you what, that was the fight of my life. Ah, there we go. Well, it's just gone 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be too loud, and I don't want to drag this on too long because I don't want to disturb people if they're sleeping, but I've had 72 pound of fish in 2 runs on the zig. 100% record on the zig. 2 absolute units. What a session I'm having. What a session. And who would think a little bit of black and yellow foam would be able to produce lumps like that? Insane. Right, I need to try and get some sleep. Wow. Right, well, good morning. I'm absolutely knackered. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but it's looking beautiful today. The sun's out. Oh, I need to finally go and change my clothes. I mean, the clothes I've got on are dry, but like I say, I don't have any. I've only got trousers. I don't even have a t-shirt on. So I need to go to the car, get a t-shirt on and get a few bits on. I've just had a hot chocolate. Bloody lovely, those white hot chocolates. Oh, amazing. Get on them, because they're awesome. But yeah, I just needed that. After yesterday's events, I went and caught a 28.5 mirror and a 43.5 cat. Unbelievable. Like, they were both on the same zig as well, both on the same rod, same zig, 18 wraps out, 10.5 foot in depth. Just when you think you've caught, you've caught your PB 28.8, you think, oh, wow, what just happened? That's amazing. Go and catch a 43.5 pound cat, which is unbelievable. I mean, last week's video was all about catfish, and lo and behold, I've come to St John's for carp, and I've caught a carp, and then I've also topped it up with that catfish. So I don't know how it didn't wipe Ben out, because Ben's fishing. I've shown you where Ben is. He's sort of like straight out, but then to the right of me, but he's chucking out towards the middle. So where he's chucking out, the catfish was just gone. It didn't go left, it didn't go right, it just went straight out. And it took me half an hour to get it in. It went like an absolute steam train. Every time I was getting ground on it, I was like pumping, winding, and I was holding it there. It got to a point and it was like, I can't pump or wind anymore. And it just started going zzz, like, and you can't let it. I mean, I'm using 10-pound zig line and an size 8 hook, so I couldn't give it too much. I just had to let it go and do what it was doing. And yeah, I nearly got to the point where I had to ring Ben. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I really didn't want to ring him, but it got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna just take out all his rods. But for somehow it didn't, and we managed to land it. And what a scrap it gave me! The best fight I've ever had in any fish. It's the biggest fish I've ever caught. I'm absolutely buzzing. If I go home now and don't catch anything else, I'm absolutely made up. Brilliant. So here's the boys. We've got Jordan just sending out the deeper, just getting a gauge of what the depths are like, and where the weed beds are and things like that. Ian on the right, yeah, Jordan with a deeper, and you've got Andy and Jay. Incredible bit of kit, that deeper. Connects to your phone, it tells you all the information about the lake in terms of like where you're fishing, what if you're fishing over silt, gravel, all sorts of stuff, and you literally just cast it like a spot. Preferably not on my spot, but at least I can find. I'll ask him later what it's like where I'm fishing. But yeah, this is my swim here. It's a little bit of noise from the road bank, but to be fair, at night last night, not a lot of cars were going past. And yeah, got the bivvy set up here. I wasn't sure whether to set it up here or set it up down there, to be honest, but I'm guessing they've made these on purpose so that you do set them up here. But yeah, got the waders down there. When they bucketed me, a load of water went inside, so they're drying out. Got my wrapping sticks there, look, and sling and bucket over there, and the rods out on the money. I remember what I was saying about me using 2 rods instead of 3, guys. Oh, it could have been a whole lot different if I was using 3. I could have been in a right tangle, a right mess. Right, time to get some bacon rolls on. I just wanted to quickly say as well, it's quite funny, I was saying about me using 2 rods. Well, the guy's just about to come around to check our rod licenses. He's over there right now. So, this is what I mean, guys. If you've only got 2 rod license, only use 2 rods. No, the swan's going to go through my lines. Oh, wow. Went over him.
And then see me on the way around and give me another one.
Okay, so this is where the watercraft side of things come in, because I can see the fish out there. Look, they're moving on top of the water. I don't know if you can see them. If I zoom in towards T's peg over there, you can see them on top of the water just cruising. And they're coming up as well like they were last night. They're showing themselves, so I know where they are. Because I was tempted to put solid bags on. But then I'm thinking, well, if they're high in the water, leave the zigs on. But then how do I get them feeding on the zigs? Do you know what I mean? It's very... I mean, yesterday it was just pretty much a case of chuck the zigs out and wait. But I was zigging on the left one, PVA bagging on the right one. I'm now zig on both, so... The fish are up in the water, so for me it makes sense to not put the bags on, to leave the zigs on, and I guess just wait. One's literally boshed just it is no more than 10 wraps out. So I've clipped up to 10 wraps and I've chucked it out. And as the lead hit the water, you could see about 5 fish all scatter away. I must have landed it right in a pack of fish. It's crazy, they're all there. They're showing, they're moving, you cast into them, they're just all holding up here. So we've got the zig now at 10 wraps out. The right hand one, I'm probably going to chuck, I don't know whether to chuck that, I'll probably chuck it a bit further, just to sort of like keep a bit of distance between the two. But how they're all there, we just can't catch them. It's so frustrating because finding the fish isn't a problem. We know where they are. It's just trying to catch them now. Well done, mate. Happy days. Well, it's not the biggest one, but we'll take it. It's another fish, and it's a carp. Come on, the Parker baits. Low double, I reckon. Hey. It's a cracking looking fish though.
This beautiful specimen right here. This guy.
Do you know what I said?
One of a kind.
About 25
Can someone
minutes.
slide the net out the way, please?
He's a bit of a monkey.
Do you know what I said to Aaron about 25 minutes ago? I said, if you don't get a fish, Maya will be very upset with you.
And I felt the pressure.
Oh no.
It's the yellow one at the bottom.
18.
No, it's not. You gotta let it settle.
Yeah.
Stop flapping, you. 17. On the nose.
17 on the nose?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
Well, I say 16 and a half. Okay, there we go then. What did we say it was? 17?
Yeah, on the nose.
17 on the nose. Beautiful golden looking common. Second carp of the
mirror.
session.
Mirror.
Sorry, mirror. Second one of the session. Look at the colours on it. Beautiful sunset coming down as well. I'll take that all day long. Thank you very much.
Bosh.
Let's get her away.
Bye-bye.
Come on, the Parker baits. So here we go then. Just got that 17 pound.
You've come over it.
Just got that 17 pound in. And Jordan was going to me, get the rods back out. Don't send the photos to your Facebook group or your WhatsApp group. Get your rod back out. So I whipped it back out, 18 wraps again, same zig. And how long was it, Jay? Half hour?
Not that.
Not even that, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Here she goes again, happy days.
Setting all as well. Put a solid bag out there now.
Literally 15 minutes afterwards, we went and got her. This one, so the first one was 17, this one's 23, and this is a mirror. I'm gonna make sure I say it right, get it right. I mean, I can't really show you one-handed, but yeah, the boys are just gonna collect their pizza. They're gonna come give me a hand with it in a minute. But yeah, there we go. Carp number 3. Let's have it. And here we go then. Carp number 3, 23 pound, low double, low 20. I'm good at all this carp stuff, aren't I? Thank you very much. Bye. See you later. Yes. Woohoo!
Bye.
Well, that's incredible. What a session I'm having. Honestly, I was so happy with that cat and that carp. Anything extra was just a cherry on top. And I've gone and caught that beautiful 17 and I've put it down, and within 15 minutes, it's gone off again, the same one. And yeah, incredible. 23 pound mirror as well. So absolutely insane. I finally managed to sit down, get myself out of the waders and get the burgers on for a well-deserved treat. Wow, look at that. What a beautiful backdrop. Sun's setting in the distance. I've got the burgers on the go, and I think this is a well-deserved cider. I've had such a good day. In fact, it's been a really good 24 hours for me. Unbelievable. Linear St John's. I'm doing all right. And finally, there she is. Crispy bit of bacon, barbecue sauce, cheese, and a burger. A view and a cider. Right, well, it's about 9:30 now, and my right-hand rod just went off, and there was a fish there, and it's the first time a zig has failed me. I got over to the rod, lifted into it, and I felt it there. I'm 95% sure it was a cat. It was on for about 5 seconds. It was just, I hooked into it and I started reeling and it was going. So I just gave it line, and it was going zzz, and then just as I sort of like went to resist against it, it come free. So I'm not gutted that I haven't got it, because yeah, it's nice catching big fish, but honestly, I'm here for carp, and I say I'm 95% sure that was a cat. If it was a big carp, then obviously I'm gutted, but it's gone straight back out, exactly where I want it. I'm happy with it. Let's see what tonight brings. It's my last night. If you don't hear from me again from now, then I haven't caught anything, but I don't want to jinx it. I feel like something might happen tonight. I don't know, I've got a feeling, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you in the morning, maybe. Well, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm into what feels like another carp. It could be, if it's a cat, it's a small one. I think it's a carp. I got myself in a bit of a mess really, because it went over the other line. I tried reeling the rod in. Jay was asleep. I couldn't get hold of Jordan, but I managed to wake Jay up. And we're into another carp. Come on. It's close as well. Right, I'm going to stop filming and get it in. Wow, just at the net, I lifted its head up and the hook just come out. But there we go, we've got a nice looking mirror. I'm going to get in there with it, and we get some photos of it. Cheers, Jay.
Bosh.
Well, here she is. I'm just about to weigh her up. Haven't weighed it yet, but look at that. Really nice looking fish. Beautiful scale pattern, big apple slices here, and up by the head. It's got some shoulders on it. Be interesting to see what weight it goes. Let's get it up. Look at that. What a cracking looker. Beautiful fish. Like I say, look at the shoulders on the girl. Big paddle at the back. Happy days. St. John's, you treated me well so far. There's still another day left to go. Oh, well, half a day left to go. Come on, the carp. So there we go. Like I say, £23. Beautiful. We're going to get her back. Thank you very much. Let her get her breath back, and when she's ready, she'll give me a little kick. And there she goes.
Say it, say it, say it, say it.
Bosh! Well, that is carp number 4. Come on, I'm so happy, honestly. In the night I had a couple of single beeps, and I was like sort of interested, like looking at the bivvy, like, but it never developed into anything. And 4:30 this morning, zzz, well, it wasn't like a one-toner, but yeah. Oh man, what a session I'm having, honestly. I'm on till, it's about 5 o'clock now. So I've probably got until just after midday. I'm going to start packing up, and I'm hoping to be off by about 2-3 o'clock. It's been such a good session. I'd love to go and nick one more, but like I keep saying, guys, I've had a great session anyway. I mean, I've been very lucky that the fish have been right out in front of me, but I've still had to catch them. So yeah, St. John's, what a trip. Well, that last fish, I don't know how I got that in. I was playing it in my bivvy at one point. It was unbelievable. I hooked into it and I didn't have my head torch on, and I've come down, it's pitch black. I'm thinking it's fine, I can do it without my head torch. Anyway, I'm reeling it in. I think, right, I've got to try and get my other rod out the way, because even though I'm only fishing 2, it was kiting over that side, and I was like trying to lift it over. Then I got it tangled, and I was like, so I tried reeling the other one in, and I got it lassoed around my line. And of course, I haven't got my head torch on, so I can't see what's happening. I'm shouting Jay. I'm like, Jay, help me out. He's asleep, mate, soundo. Jordan to my right. I'm like, Jord, nothing. I'm like, oh, what can I do? But the line is wrapped round my line that I'm playing the fish with, but it's not sliding. It's like pulling my rod. So I'm like, I need to do something about it. And Jay said to me, if you get one in the night, he said the only way to get me out of bed is by phoning me. And my phone was in the bivvy. So I'm like, oh, I've got to do something. So I need my head torch, I need my phone. And yeah, so I'm holding it tight. I'm walking back. I'm in my bivvy, right, with the rod in my hand, my other rod tangled up, being dragged up the bank, and I'm trying to grab my head torch and grab my phone. And I managed to phone Jay, and he comes over, and we had to actually cut the line. But it was weird because even though it was like stuck around the line, we managed to sort of bring it in, and I got the lead and the rig and everything back, but the line was cut. So managed to get it in, get a photo and that. So massive help from Jay as well. Obviously, he's done all my photos as well. So big shout out to Jay. And yeah, when he's up later, I'll give him a little thank you. Might give him a biscuit as well. But yeah, that's it. I've got a few hours left. Slowly going to start packing down now. See if we can nick one more before we go. But yeah, what a session. I've got loads of spod mix left. I'm not taking it home with me. So what better way to use it than feed the birds? Well, here's the reason why I think the black zigs are working so well, because look, there are so many of these things everywhere down this end of the lake. They just keep landing on me and flying around, and I think what's happening is they're falling in the water and the fish are feeding on them, so that little bit of black foam imitates one of them. That's my theory behind it anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty much all packed down now. Got about an hour to go with the rods out. Just the rods and the net now, and Billy down there. He's had a dry session, but yeah, slowly packing away. Barrow's packed. Slightly packed, I might have to do 2 trips. But yeah, this has been a good session, mate, to be fair. I cannot complain at all. In fact, this has probably been the best session that I've ever had. I mean, it has been. I've done 2 PBs. I've done, what have I done? 3 20s, a high double, and a 43.5 cat. If you'd have told me that before I'd arrived that I'd be catching that, I would have bitten your hand off for that. So yeah, I didn't get a 30, but there's no point going for a 30 when my PB's only 20. Do you know what I mean? So to get a 28, now I can start thinking about going for a 30. Also, I just wanted to say, whilst I've been here, Big Red was actually caught, and it was caught 3 days after we left Willowbank. So annoying that we missed it by 3 days, but it was caught by a young angler. I'll put it on screen now. Here it is. It's a young nipper as well that caught it. So fantastic way to start your angling career. I mean, well, he might have been fishing for years, but he's obviously quite young. So fair play to you. Well done, mate. And I'm going to see if I can get back down there. Probably June sort of time, because even though it's just come out, statistics say it likes to come out in June as well. So might have a little play on that. But yeah, fair play to you, mate. Happy days. What a banger.
Look at that.
Well done, mate. Good skills.
That's it.
Nice fish, mate. Happy days. Come on the pigs.
Say it, say it, say it.
Bosh! Come on the poker, mate.
There she goes. Get in. Well done, Anne.
Yes!
Well done, mate.
I'm not blanking now for definite.
I'm just coming over to say goodbye to Jay, the catfish slayer.
I'll take that, I'll take that.
See you later, Jay. Take it easy, mate. Nice to have met you and fished with you. I'm sure there'll be more from your end. And I know Jay's also got a YouTube channel, guys, so it's Fish with Jay. Check him out. And you've also been videoing this session as well, haven't you? So
yours, mine, and Ben's.
yeah. And oh, I think that'd be. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Excellent, brilliant. Well, happy days, mate. And I'll see you next time. Let me know if you get. Yeah, let me know if you get the box common.
I will. I'll give you a ring in an hour.
I hope you do, mate. I hope you do. Right, so before I head off and end this video, I'm just going to quickly go round to say bye to Ben and Rob and T, and I just want to take you on to around Hemman Hill, which is where Corder filmed the underwater series. I just want to go and have a look because I haven't been around the lake. I already knew what peg I was in, so it didn't make sense for me to walk around the lake anyway, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to go around there and see it how it is. You know, you see it on the YouTube video, but when you see it in real life, you're like, oh my god, yeah, that's that bit there and that bit there. So yeah, we'll go and say goodbye to the boys and then I'll head round. Right, so I'm back round in Rob's swim now. How you been getting on, mate?
Been going tough. It's been going very tough for me since I had that one yesterday about midday. Well, no, early morning actually. So I was alive at 6 o'clock in the morning. Lost one midday, but ever since then, mate, it's been dead for me. I've been playing about with the zigs and that, but it's not happening. I think they definitely, with this win now, they definitely pushed more on your side. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
we've
had
been
more
seeing
action
them,
than us, mate. haven't you?
mate.
Doing
Yeah,
really
we've been
well,
seeing.
so-
They were coming out like dolphins earlier,
Yeah,
mate.
mate, they definitely pushed down there now. So, I mean, I've already got 26 wraps that I can push to. So
Yeah.
there's only so far I can go. But I mean, I can just wait for tonight. Hopefully, push back my side.
Yeah.
Come back my side, mate, and I'll have a few tonight. Hopefully, I mean, we got till 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm not sure exact times.
Yeah.
We'll probably find out because I don't want to get kicked off. But yeah, no, mate, it's one more night to go, and fingers crossed.
Yeah, mate, my fingers are crossed for you as well, mate. I
Fingers
hope
crossed,
it turns
we
on
have
for you.
it. A nice
So-
30, nice big 30, I'd be happy.
Happy days, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks for getting me involved in this one,
It's
mate.
all right, mate.
Appreciate
We'll
that.
have
And
some more coming. We've got loads more coming.
for sure, mate.
Yes, definitely.
Happy days. Right, so I'm just going to head up to Henman Hill now, and I'm going to be honest with you, coming at it from this direction, I'm not quite too sure exactly where we're looking, but I'll film what I can. I'm sure you guys, if you've seen the YouTube clips on the quarter channel, you'll be able to work it out. So here's the pipe, and Rob was saying that there's so many fish that sort of just hang up and hold up in this area here. I guess because the oxygen or any sort of food that's blowing in through the pipe. But I'm not going to get too close to the edge because I don't know where people are fishing. That guy over there, he's actually into a fish at the moment, so you know what I mean. I'm going to have a bit of respect. I don't want to start walking around right around the edge of the lake if people are fishing these areas. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to work out and trying to get my bearings. I don't know what swim they were in and where they were casting to. There's a load of trees there. I don't know if they were chucking in under one of these trees here. I'll have to re-watch it, but I'm sure you guys can work that out. Oh wow, so here's the pipe that I've just spotted. Look what's sat there. A huge lump is just sat there, just chilling. And what is he in? 2 foot of water? 2.5 foot of water there? That is nuts. Maybe not even that. So just come to say goodbye to the boys. Rob's got his rods back out. Ben, how are you, mate?
Hey, all right, mate. Yeah, good.
How's the
Good.
session been, mate, for you?
Brilliant. Even better now. I was just looking over there, and Andy has actually got a fish. I don't know if you can see it, but he's just landed a 35 pounder. So fair play to him. And then Jay next to him has been playing a catfish for ages. He must have been playing it 25 minutes. And unfortunately he's lost it because we've been on the phone to him. So, but well done to Andy for catching that one. Fair play to him. Absolutely smashed it. But it's been hard for me, Rob, over here. Been working, mate. Trying everything in my armoury, to be honest with you. You know, when you're playing about with zigs, playing it out with different colours. We had a mate pop down this morning, James King, and he even brung some worms with him. We've been trying now worms, but I just had a really weird sort of take a minute ago. I think it was like, I'm pretty sure it was a trailer. So the right hand rod went, the middle rod went, and then the left hand rod went, and the left hand rod started taking lines. So I sort of hit it thinking it was a fish, but just, yeah, false hope, I think, really. Being realistic with myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, it's been good. I've had a good social.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing for you. I can't wait to watch this video that I'm sure you've created behind
Mate,
the scenes. Obviously,
yeah.
I've been hearing you across the lake, mate.
Yeah.
It's been lovely. It's just been lovely. I mean, some of it we were in word for word, and we were creasing up over here yesterday. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's going like this. I'm like, mate.
Someone said he's either got a fish or his pizza's been delivered. To be fair, same reaction for either thing.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
But,
But no, you've had some good fish, mate. You've not just one, but to come to St John's
over £100 on zigs, mate. The
You know,
first
without
time I've
blowing
used
smoke
them.
up your arse, mate. I mean, fair play. You've done bloody well. You know,
Yeah.
fishing zigs, something that you've not really fished before. But like I said to you, we both said this. I mean, I remember when I first used zigs, and then I used them ever since. This is 10 years ago, but now you've used them, you've had a taste in your mouth of what it's like.
Yeah, you know,
You're
next
smiling
session I'm
behind
going to
the camera
be.
now,
You know,
'cause
next
you're gonna
session.
turn up, you're confident.
Yeah.
You can turn up to the lake and think, you know what, I can go out, I can put them zigs out confidently. I know I keep saying confident, but that is the thing with zigs, because a lot of people just don't have the confidence.
Yeah.
But when you've had fish on them,
Yeah.
and you've been proactive, played about with depths, etc., you found where they are, and
Yeah.
you start having it off. Very
Yeah.
similar to yourself, really.
Yeah.
You know,
And
how many
obviously-
fish? How many fish you had? 4, 5?
I've had 4 carp and a cat, yeah.
4
So
carp and a cat.
when you sort of catch a few on zigs, like I'm going to start feeling more confident that it's presented right, because I knew that what I was doing was right, because it's proven itself.
Yeah,
so
no, exactly that, mate. Exactly that. And I'm just so glad you've had a few to come down to St John's, the famous St John's. You know, it is a beautiful place up here. This is dearly set in my heart, this lake. It's just beautiful. And to come up here, nick some fish, and not to say nicking a fish, you didn't nick a fish, you nicked 4 fish. and a big pussy.
steady.
Pussy cat. You know.
Friendly channel here.
Yeah, so no, mate, it's been nice. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And bring on B1, that's coming around the corner. If you've done what you've done here, mate, this is exactly the same. I mean, if you can do what you're doing on here with zigs at range on
Yeah.
B1 and sort of use the methods you've been using, you can tear it apart on there, mate. Sometimes they're on zig, sometimes they're on the bottom.
Yeah.
Everybody sometimes go, well, I say everyone, a lot of people go up there and fill it in on a spot, bring a bucket of bait and don't even think about zigs. But then others will go out there very cleverly and just fish zigs with no bait and have it off. So
Yeah.
looking forward to B1, mate.
Yeah,
And,
happy days.
Coming very soon.
Well, thanks for getting me involved in this one, and like I say, I'm looking forward to B1.
No,
I can't
mate.
wait. Bring on the zigs.
Bring on the zig. No, bring on the zig. I love that, mate. I love that. You're like generally, I'm
Yeah.
like that you've learnt and now you're 100%. It's a big. I think when I've learned zigs, it changed everything.
Yeah.
Because I started picking up fish. People were blanking. You were catching 30 pounders, but nobody wanted to use zigs.
Yeah,
And then, yeah. It really is a.
What was that I said yesterday? South Coast zigs.
Yeah,
Coming soon.
Exactly that. But now, fair play, mate. Good angling.
Cheers,
Good
mate.
angling.
Cheers. And if you have somehow not heard of the Parker Brothers YouTube channel, I'll leave their link down. I always leave the link in the description, but I'll leave it on screen now for you guys. I know Ben's made a video on this session. Jay also has made a video on this session, so go and check those videos out as well. We've obviously captured different parts of the sort of session. Ben from this sort of perspective over on this side of things, and me and Jay on that far bank over there. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Again, thanks for getting me involved, mate. And
Problem, mate. No, it's a pleasure always.
Love
I
it.
love getting out on the bank with you, but it's always a laugh. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Although we've been the other side of the lake, mate, it's almost felt like I've been next to you.
yeah, because you could
I
hear
can
me.
hear you.
Yeah, I got a PP. I got a PP.
Exactly that.
My pizza's here.
Did you have a piece of it?
No, I didn't. It was probably one of the fruits I have, the tubes. But yeah, nice one. Cheers.
Take care, mate.
And there we go. That concludes my session at St John's Parker Baits Mini Social, April 2023. I've had an insane session. I've had over 100. Me and Ben were talking about it. I've had over £100 of fish on zigs that I've never fished before. I caught a PB carp, a PB cat, two other 20s, and a high double. So I cannot grumble with that whatsoever. The fish are in front of me. I've put my zigs out. I've caught them. That's the best session that I've had since I've been carp fishing. And like I said, big thanks to Rob and Ben and the boys at Parker Baits for sorting this out, because it's made me feel a lot more confident in myself, in my rigs, in my fishing, and it's just taken my fishing just a little bit to the next step. So if you like this one, guys, as always, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next Sunday at 5. Bish, bash, bosh.